So I'm here with David Harries. How are you?
I'm extremely well. Thank you, Leon. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, thank you for asking, and happy 2018.
Thank you very much. And I hope you had a good time in Malta.
Oh, thank you very much indeed. The power of Facebook.
Indeed.
And yes, and our call now really is about the power of networking. And just before we get on to talking about For Business, why don't you just tell people, just very briefly, what it is you do and who you're looking to meet?
Well, my day job is managing director of Interview People Online, which is an online interviewing platform using 3D human-like avatars to ask the questions on behalf of organizations. And I'm very much looking forward to meeting both recruitment agencies, but also really any organizations of all sizes who recruit new employees every year.
So pretty simple, and there may be some people that we know in the For Business network that could benefit from that service, but more importantly, it's about the people that those people know, isn't it?
Correct. Pebble in the pond.
Great. Now, you have quite a substantial role within For Business. So I know that you run two groups up in the northwest of England. So why don't you tell people what those groups are and, again, what your role has been over the last year, 18 months?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate enough to be regional director for the Northwest, as well as ambassador for the Chester and Knutsford group. So I'm very privileged to be heavily immersed in the For Business experience. I got involved with For Business just over 2 years ago now. And when I saw it, I loved the concept of generating business through the medium of golf, with my two passions, if you like. From a golf perspective, with nearly 90 golf courses or golf resorts of great repute up and down the country and soon in Northern Ireland as well, there's huge opportunity to play as much golf as you wish. On many top-line courses, you may not otherwise get the chance to play. But as I always say, if golf attracts, then business generation retains membership. And first and foremost, no pun intended, business is generated by developing relationships on the golf course. Because getting to know business leaders over 4 hours during a game gives you the time to spot synergies and opportunities, not just in each other's businesses, but in each other's network. So as I said at the beginning, it's the pebble in the pond theory. Most of our members understand that business generation takes place not just on the golf course, though, at the networking golf events, at the national events where you meet 80 plus people, but it's also via our own dedicated business app and our range of closed membership social media sites. And with over £24 million worth of member-to-member business completed over the 4 years we've been running, it demonstrates the huge potential of this unique business model. And what I'm really pleased about is that yesterday at our Chester meet, for example, we had 18 guys turn up, which is not bad for a cold January morning. But 5 of those guys came for the networking only because of injury or other commitments they couldn't make the golf. But they realized the benefit of the networking and turned up for that part of the meeting as well. And we were able to have an extended session yesterday where we looked back at 2017 and said, okay, what did it do for you? What did For Business do for you? And the array of really excellent testimonials that came out of that was uplifting, but it also demonstrated to other guys in the room the bits that they were missing out of and the opportunities that then exist for them in 2018. So there is, again, huge potential. You don't get something for nothing, but if you put the work in, you look at the opportunities that For Business presents in terms of the free 4 balls to invite clients or clients of clients, the different networking groups up and down the country, the national events, and as I said, also the array of social media outlets in our own business app. You can do nothing else but actually generate business and work business through For Business. And what I would encourage guys to do, I'm sure, most of our members have probably looked at their nearest colleagues, their nearest business owners or directors who play golf. But perhaps they haven't actually asked them to invite their network. So who are their clients? Who are their suppliers or members of other networking groups that they belong to? And offered them the chance to enjoy a free game as their guest and to see the business opportunity for themselves. So it's just not for your network, as we've said all along, it's for their networks, because they will be indebted to you for that opportunity and will add growing value to your groups, but also to the wider community. So I would actively encourage everybody to really look again and see, how can we get that ripple effect going to actually generate more business.
Very, very well said and well put for members who are watching this, and of course people who are looking at For Business as a networking opportunity that maybe they haven't been to as well. And I think we're very lucky, aren't we? Because For Business and everyone up at head office, Sean, Aaron, Colin, and the team up there, it's a bit like making a cake. They've given us all the ingredients, haven't they? They've given us, as you said, the four balls, playing on some amazing courses around the UK, the networking opportunities, all of the Facebook groups, the app, which is amazing for sharing business opportunities. And it is a case, isn't it, of us as members and people coming along as guests who then become members, of actually taking all those ingredients and actually using them to the best of their ability.
Correct, and understanding as well, as we said before, that it's about building relationships. So it's not an overt selling operation. It's a covert, if you like, relationship building operation. And through that, people get to know you, get to trust you, get to understand what you do. And again, just to reiterate the point, it's not just what you do, but it's what your suppliers do, what your clients do. And then the business will come your way. And as you start to build up referrals and recommendations, it just multiplies. So, as you rightly said, use the opportunities. Going on the app just very quickly, if you did nothing but spend 5 minutes a day on the app, you would build business. Because you can search there and people don't perhaps understand the full potential of that. You can search not just by individual or group, but also by industry sector. So as in my case, for example, that's how come I know there are 24 recruitment agencies in For Business that I can then approach to introduce the Interview People Online concept to. And we can search that and we can use that and we can look at the business opportunities on a daily basis, because it's not just about generating business, it's about saving money. And if you have any opportunity to actually look for services for your business, For Business community will provide the solution for you, and often at better rates and better service.
And as you say, it's people buy from people, and the more people you get to know really well by going round to the different groups, not just your own group, but get out there and meet people all over the UK, then it is a really, really good opportunity. So just a quick final thought to anybody who might be watching this, who has maybe come along as a guest, is thinking about joining, or people who haven't yet come along. What would your message to those people be?
Well, just give it a go. If you haven't come along, by all means, come and have a free game of golf and look at the business networking potential. Ask some questions, see what it's all about, and understand it. Because at £65 a month for the most popular Flexi membership, it is an absolute no-brainer, which is our standard phrase in the community, because it's all tax deductible, and you can't help but fall over business if you actually just use the parts of the, as you said, parts of the cake, the ingredients to the cake that are offered to us. So come and have a look, and if you've come and seen it and just come for the golf, then actually take a moment to stand back and look at the business generation potential, because you won't be disappointed.
Well, David, you're very heavily involved up in the north of England. I'm heavily involved in the south of England, and sometimes we meet in the middle.
We do indeed, on foreign shores.
On foreign shores. In fact, some might say it's quicker for us to both fly to Spain and meet there than it is to drive to where we are in the UK.
Absolutely. Perhaps we might meet in Northern Ireland when we open up at Royal Belfast later on.
I feel a trip coming along, and that is the power in a nutshell of For Business. David, thank you so much for sharing your experience over the last 18 months to 2 years. And I really hope that helps existing members and people out there who are looking at For Business as a serious way of building their business in 2018 and beyond. Thanks,
Leon, and thanks for what you do, mate, for spreading the word. You do a really good job.
Oh, well, thank you. Very kind, David. And I will see you very soon, and I will be bringing an umbrella when I come up.
It's sunny outside. I wish I could show you. Bright as blue sky.
Cheers, David.
Okay, mate. Thanks a lot.